welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here today with a pick a card reading for you. I just want to say hello to my beautiful returning subscribers. As always, you guys are amazing. So thank you guys so much for being here. A big thank you to everyone who has reached out to me on Etsy for a personal reading. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate getting to know you. And a big welcome to anyone who has stumbled across this channel for the first time. I do pick a card readings on this channel. I do try to release a couple of days a week at least. So keep checking back for new content. And I do offer a chance for my subscribers to win a free tarot reading from me. All you have to do is drop your comment below any of my readings this month or any of my past readings, mostly for this month. However, if you want to get your name entered for this month's free tarot reading, just drop your comment or an emoji. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. And that's all you have to do. Like and share this reading. It really helps me to bring you guys more content. But for today's pick a card reading, we're looking at 6 months from now, and what can you expect in life and love in 6 months from today? We do have 3 piles to choose from: the Star card with the yellow flower, the white flower with the Hierophant card, and the World card with the red flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, there may be a message waiting today, and my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to start with pile number 1. And again, today it's all about the next 6 months, or 6 months from today. What kind of changes can you expect in life and love in 6 months from today? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the little yellow flower or to the Star card, and this is your reading. What sort of changes can you expect 6 months from today? Well, the Star energy is all about refocus, redirection, healing, perhaps new beginnings. It's just a beautiful aspect. It's a beautiful card to be driven towards. You could perhaps be an Aquarius energy. You don't have to be, of course. And she's cloaked in black in this moment, but she's covered in little stars. So you may be going through a mourning period, or maybe things are just not going well for you in this moment. But this is a beautiful sign that better days are on the way. Even in the back of my deck, I just saw the Tower energy. So maybe you're really going through it right now. Some upheaval, some change, some disappointments. And that could be me being generous. Maybe it's really terrible what's going on right now. Yeah, there's the Tower again. You're struggling. You're struggling in this moment. And frustrated with perhaps how persistent your struggles seem to be appearing in your life. But now we're going to focus on the next 6 months, because that's where we're coming from. 3 of Swords. It's an assurance from your guides that this is a temporary issue for you. The heartbreak that you're feeling, but they're acknowledging the pain. They're acknowledging that they're sitting with you in this moment, trying to help you bear witness to all of the disappointment that you're experiencing. And there's the Star. Aquarius energy. They want you to know as well that everything that you're going through is not going to go to waste. They're going to use it to fuel more beginnings for you, to fuel more healing, to fuel more perspective shifts and paradigm shifts in your experience. And you will not always feel the way that you're feeling right this moment. But out of pain breeds opportunity, Spirit says. And 6 months from today, you're going to see the opportunity that was given because of that heartbreak for some reason. It's like you're going to have a different focus. You're going to have a different perception on why this heartbreak perhaps had to happen. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. I feel like there could be a new opportunity coming for you in 6 months' time. I also feel like this could be a communication cycle for some people. This could be an opportunity in the work realm as well, but I'm more focused on this opportunity to revitalize the spirit that Spirit's really focused on, because this opportunity or this communication cycle comes in the midst of your grief. So, and we're talking like right at the tail end there. It's like what, 6 months from now, maybe even shortly before that 6 month period, you're going to start some sort of new communication cycle, perhaps with another person. Or there's an opportunity that's here to lift your spirits, but it's going to come in the midst of that healing cycle. So you're still going to be feeling the sting over here, but you're going to have started that healing process by the time this opportunity presents itself. But it's sort of acting as a bit of a physical representation of the healing that's already taken place. The momentum that you created because you made it through this dark night is going to be manifested in some type of physical form for you in opportunity towards growth. So this is communication with new people. This is new opportunities in the workplace. And it's acting as a bit of a refocused bridge. If you notice in the background of the 5 of Cups, you'll see the bridge that shows us that this issue, again, being temporary, that there's solutions to get over it. and there's solutions coming, and there's opportunity to help you achieve that. It's like a gift coming in from the universe, but it's not truly a gift because you cultivated it. You made it happen. We have the Four of Wands. What a huge contrast from today to 6 months from now. The Four of Wands is reasons to celebrate, the beginnings of things, starting the process of celebration. Here's the Page of Wands, and there's the Two of Cups. Oh, pile one, you're going to start a new relationship 6 months from now. You're going to be embarking on something brand new, and it's really exciting. And I feel like it reinvigorates you in some way. You're still in the midst of a bit of healing. It still stings. Whatever it is you just went through, it still hurts. Still, the sting is still there, but the swelling's starting to go down, Spirit says. The swelling's starting to go down because you're being distracted by this Page of Wands. And so there's like a thirst inside of you to kind of propel yourself into the healing cycle. There's this thirst inside of you to feel better, and this person, it feels like, is coming forward to help you accomplish that. It does feel like it's coming in the form of a relationship, and this relationship could have some longevity to it. There could be a lot available to us with this new opportunity, but Spirit's presenting it as a gateway because you are at the helm of where you want this relationship to ultimately go. But 6 months from now, you're in a beautiful healing cycle with redirected focus. And you're starting to begin to understand perhaps why this was necessary in your journey as well. And that will be something that will continue to progress. Your awareness over this attachment or this pain that you experienced is going to reveal itself over the course of time. Even beyond the 6 months mark, you're going to start to understand more and more and more why perhaps this was a necessary ending or a necessary pain that we had to go through in the past. Oops. Very, very exciting. They want you to look beyond what you're going through right now and understand that if you don't think you can make it through this dark night, because we go through these moments of despair where we're really not sure we can do it. And this is deep grief. So you could have lost someone very profound, very important in your life in many different capacities. And they want you to know that you can dig deep, that you have all the resources you need, that this moment is not going to define you. It's not meant to define you. And there are, again, 10 of Cups is the full spectrum that perhaps we can't see right now because the clouds are too thick. We can't see the sun shining because the clouds are too thick. But this raccoon is letting us know that you can make it through this dark night. And making it through this dark night will be worth it with what is coming in 6 months' time. It's like they're declaring victory together. It's like partnership energy coming in. Oops. We have the 10 of Swords. And they do want you to know that endings and difficult endings mean new beginnings. The 10 of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite showcases somebody face down on the beach with swords in their back. So maybe you've been heartbroken. Maybe you've been hurt in a very, very profound way. But again, that defines the person who put those swords in, not you in that moment. And if we can make it through that darkness, that card also shows the peaking of the sun, the sunshine coming up over the hills. We have the Emperor. New opportunities with a divine masculine in 6 months from now. This person's a little bit older than you too. It's like they're more mature. They're more mature, they're older than you. There's very stable energy, very protective as well. And I feel like that's kind of what you need. You need some muscle surrounding your fragile heart to help you through the process of mourning. And here with the Ace of Pentacles, it's talking about how this movement for you, this moment in time, is actually setting the stage for so much more of your manifestations to come true. If you maintained here with this focus, maybe you wouldn't be able to achieve what you truly want to achieve in life and in love. But this little panda bear, I often think of the panda bear as just eating bamboo. And so there's something that you're in a comfort zone that's breaking down, and you're very uncomfortable because you're in a new realm. But when we take that panda bear out of its natural environment and we introduce it to new foods like cucumber, watermelon, all of these beautiful things, it enjoys it, it loves it, it thrives on it, and it never wants to, it perhaps still eats bamboo, but it doesn't want to strictly stick with bamboo. So they just want you to know that this opportunity is going to open your horizons This person coming forward, it feels like a partnership, is going to open up a new perspective for you in healing. And there's the Eight of Cups. You're going to walk away from this moment. What a beautiful card for you. The Starfish, again, Aquarius being completely prioritized here for this spread. And this starfish can lose a limb, and it's very painful for a starfish to lose a leg, but it regrows it over time, which is a long process, a slow process, probably an uncomfortable process, but it ends up journeying to wholeness and bigger and better than ever, and having all of the experience that was brought forward with that pain and that experience into the new beginning. So you're walking away, and you're walking away from something, not 6 months from now, but you're walking away now, but you're moving towards something so much more fulfilling. Back of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. We also have the Moon. They do not want you to fear the changes in your life that are happening in this moment. They want you to trust your intuition to guide you at this time. If you're feeling a lack of focus because of your thoughts swirling in your mind or the pain that you're feeling in this present moment, this too shall pass. And the Two of Pentacles is talking about, with this kangaroo, carrying some of the energy with you, some of the pain into the 6 months. So 6 months from now, you're not going to be completely healed, but you're going to start to understand why it was all necessary. And you're going to be moving into a new abundant timeline with another person. So there's more protection. There's more partnership waiting for you 6 months from now. And they just want to assure you of that better days are definitely on the way for you. I'm going to pull you into the Lonely Woods. And this is a deck that speaks about messages when you're in times of solitude. Messages, please, for pile number 1, and what to expect 6 months from now. It says, your little island, the number 11. Back of the deck, we have the Blessed Union. 20 is all about reflection and preparing for joy. Preparing for joy. We're bridging a gap very quickly in the 6 month period of time from pain to abundance and to celebration, and we're preparing for a blessed union. And that's what they want you to prepare for, is new beginnings, new doorways here at the little island. They understand that you're feeling isolated and maybe a little lonely in this present moment, but they want you to know that no man is an island, and your guides are surrounding you with love at this time, and they're just trying to whisper into your ear that you're going to make it through this dark night, that they're there to support you in this moment. What can pile number 1 expect 6 months from now? We have the Vulture. And they're assuring you now, the vulture is circling. There's a death cycle. You're going through it. It's circling, but Spirit's not going to let it go to waste. This is a scavenger energy. Spirit's going to use every single little piece, and they're going to use it for your abundance and for your comeback. Spirit says, for your comeback. We have here the Panther. You have an unlikely ally coming forward. It's like somebody that you maybe didn't anticipate going into a connection with. Maybe you are, like, in your mindset right now, you may be thinking, I don't want anybody. I don't want a singular person to come anywhere near me in this moment. But there's something hiding in plain sight for someone watching. For others, this person is going to be, again, there's a watcher energy. Your guides are watching you, but for others, this person's going to pounce forward. And I do feel, again, like they're a little bit older than you, so they have more maturity, they have more perspective than perhaps what you're leaving behind as well. We do have the Snake on the back of the deck, which is prioritizing this cycle. And the snake is like eating its own tail. So they don't want you to maintain in this focus. They want you to know that this opportunity in 6 months is going to be here for you, but it is your choice if you want to take it. But they don't want to see you continuing in the same vein towards grief or pain. They want to see you transcend it. They want to see you move forward from it. Very, very exciting energy for you. Let's get one of these. What to expect in 6 months, please, for pile number 1. You have Ganesha, clearing away all obstacles, protection and guidance. Protection and guidance. This person, as I said, is coming forward as a very protective energy, and they're a little bit older than you, so maybe they can direct you a little bit as well. They say that good luck is on your side. They're encouraging you to ground yourself in the present realm. Even getting outside could help. We have Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. And there's the moon that's suppressing the growth. So right now, maybe we're in the thick of a lot of pain. The moon is reflecting everything that we're suppressing, and it's coming to the surface right now. And that's still, again, there's like there's a sense of overlap of this new person coming in before that process of grief has completely cleared out. But don't let that fear of the unknown suppress the positive aspects that are coming for you in the future, because there's a lot of possibility and probability with the Four of Wands that this could take us to a very far place in this connection. We do have apprehension. You're going to be moving out into the world with doubt and a little bit of fear. There's an emphasis on Scorpio and the moon here, but trust your intuition to guide you. And sometimes our intuition is going to ask us to go down a path where we're a little afraid. And sometimes they're going to ask us to leap before we feel ready, but it may be exactly the leap that we need towards our own abundance in the future. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. To expect 6 months from now. From pile number 1, we have the Three of Cups, celebration. They're saying even there's this feeling about not even 6 months from now for someone coming or someone watching, that this energy, this momentum could be upon you a little bit sooner than 6 months as well, but there's opportunity. They're not going to force you. Again, starting with communication cycles, they're not going to force you to enter into it. They know that you're a little bit afraid, but look at the Ten of Cups. Look what could be riding in the balance. Death cycles that include celebration, abundance, full spectrum, family, connection, security, everything that we're all looking for within the Ten of Cups. Ooh, we got a lot today. We have the Lips of Attraction and 4-leaf clover for the good luck for you, pile number 1. We have here the blank canvas because you get to make the decision. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. They are saying that this person coming forward is really reliable. Really reliable, a traditional type of person. And I almost said bloke, a traditional type of bloke. Very traditional type of person, very protective. We have the Strength Ruin. You are powerfully overcoming forces against you. V can be an initial, but it can also be the Hierophant steps, about stepping into your power. We have Yin Yang. And we have I think of hospital scrubs with this charm, but I also think about a heart chakra that's going to be affected in 6 months. There's the turtle on his back. I think about taking things slow. I feel like you're going to be taking things slow in this connection. We have Aquarius energy. You were drawn to the Star of Aquarius. There's the Starfish, and there's the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands in this case is reversed a little bit. It's talking about expansion. And it's talking about you delaying or maybe holding back a little bit, but beautiful music that can be had between you and a new partner 6 months from now. Pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading, and hit your like button and your share button. It brings me the opportunity to bring you guys more content. You can also check out my link below for Etsy for personal reading, but I hope that you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to the little white flower and to the Hierophant, and this is your reading. What can you expect to be happening in your life in 6 months from now, in life and in love? The Hierophant is all about ascension, movement in the positive direction. And this could be in life or love. This could be in work. This could be for schooling. This could be in love as well. This can really reflect institutions like education, government, marriage as well. So there's a lot of ascension waiting for you. You're leveling up in 6 months' time. So let's take a look and see in what ways are pile number 2 leveling up in 6 months' time, please. And I feel like you've been waiting for this, Spirit says. You've been conflicted by this movement or by the lack of movement in whatever arena you're going to be leveling up, because you've been patiently waiting for this evolution. You have the King of Wands, patiently waiting or impatiently waiting, depending on how you want to word it, because this King of Wands is reversed, which means he doesn't like being kept waiting. It affects his confidence, and it affects his focus and his ability to protect that focus as well. But he's got his hand on that wand. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. There's a really strong focus here on the Queen of Cups is a heart space, and that could mean, you know, abundance towards commitments, maybe even motherhood. Five of Swords. And there's lots of conflict in the delays here. There's a lot of frustration. We've been waiting a long time for this level up in our life. And the ego's really paid attention to that. The ego uses this against you a lot. It makes you feel bad a lot about this delay. But it's going to empower you so much. We have the World. You're going to have success. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Temperance coming out with the Emperor. This is in relation to who the Divine Masculine as well. Let's clarify this as we go. Now, first of all, the World is about success. The World is about your delays coming to an end. And so if you've had goals, if you've been on the fence and waiting for movement in whatever arena you've been waiting for, Spirit says you're going to have a successful outcome. Whatever is on your mind right now, if it's in work, if you're waiting for a promotion, if it's in connection to children and motherhood, if it's in connection to your partnership and leveling up in your partnership, I see abundance. I see you leveling up and getting your favorable outcome. You've been waiting. We have the Knight of Wands. For someone watching, and I am dealing with collective energy, so it's really easy for a lot of different energies to float in. So I may talk about some different scenarios. So please take them as it resonates to your situation. For someone watching, you may be waiting for a partner to take action. And just because they haven't taken action up to this point, Spirit says, doesn't mean that there isn't something happening behind the scenes. And it's like your observance on it. I'm giggling because I'm just focusing on this. Spirit showed me her face. And she's focusing on that cup so intently on what she wants to come out of that cup. She's not smiling. She's so focused on it with an unwavering faith. But it's not even faith at this moment. It's almost annoyance or frustration. That it's like, I've been focused on this. I've been trying to manifest this. And it's not working out for me. But the truth is that it's working out for you. It's like a seed has been planted and we're waiting for that breakthrough. But you don't see the tap roots that are completely filling the container. We have the Three of Wands. And it's like somebody who's trying to convince the Divine Feminine to keep moving forward because they're afraid of losing her perspective or her focus. And she's got her arms crossed. She's frustrated. She's like, no, I'm not listening because I'm not getting what I want in this moment. But that's why Spirit's here to assure you that there are better days on the way for you as well. And this Five of Pentacles is talking about how right this moment, you may be focusing on the wrong thing. You may be focusing on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have, because there's some beauty in what you do have. You're making beautiful music with someone, or you're putting your efforts into something wonderful. And ultimately, there's going to be a breakthrough. Here with the Five of Pentacles, there's this lightning bolt shining behind all of these bows. And the bow is a symbol of being really highly thought of by another person, maybe by a boss, by your partner, by yourself, like thinking highly of yourself enough to really focus upon what you want with the assurance that you deserve to have it. But they're really assuring you that you are not seeing the full spectrum right now because you're using this frustration as a bit of a crutch in the present moment. But that conflict is just serving as a slowdown tool. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve anyone. You have the Magician. And that's the problem with the Five of Swords, is the ego keeps fueling us with this conflict and it keeps our perspective limited. And the universe doesn't know the difference between where our focus is. If our focus is on this, they think that we want more of that to focus on. It just doesn't know the difference. It's very reliable. It will listen to us, but we have to be very careful about the message that we're sending. Because the Magician is all about taking back control over your own elements. And we have celebration coming. Celebration coming in relation to other people. Celebration coming in the form of partnerships and goals within partnerships. So this could mean, again, parent energy coming into children, engagements as well, leveling up the relationship so that we define it as a relationship as well. And even within the work realm, even within practical issues, leveling up in your career. So whatever it is that you've been waiting for, Spirit says 6 months from now, you're going to get it. This white flower that you are drawn to is offering you the full spectrum, the clarity that they want you to focus upon, because you're going to have reasons to celebrate in 6 months. And you're going to celebrate with other people too. It's not just going to be you celebrating. Other people are going to rally around you and celebrate you and your accomplishment, whatever that looks like to you. You're building upon your foundation. So you're building upon your foundation at work. You're building upon your family. And this family, again, building upon it could mean you're getting engaged or you're going to have a baby because you're building upon something. And so they just want you to ground yourself in this moment. If you're feeling frustrated, if you're really focused on what you want, and that focus is coming in the form of stagnation. And even if you're focused on another person bringing in what you want, and you think that they're not moving in the right direction, Spirit says appearances are deceiving, and they really want you to focus upon that. Because there's this emphasis now on the Six of Pentacles and karmic energy, and we reap what we sow. And we don't want to create resistance in the outcome, the favorable outcome that wants to come and present for us, because it's a leveling us up. Not just in the practical realm, but every time we level up in the practical realm, we're actually leveling up essentially in the spiritual realm as well. Whoops. 6 months from now, please, what can they expect in life and love? We have here the Lovers, something about connection, deepening your connection with a person, decisions within your relationship that are going to lead to more as well. We also have here liberation, and we have the past lives at the back of that deck. And this is coming from the Magdalene Oracle. So we're going to look at liberation here. It says here that in the past, if people have hurt you or disappointed you, they are a reflection of ourselves and a disappointment that already existed inside of ourselves. So if we feel like there's other people in our life who have disappointed us in this moment, they say that that disappointment is coming as a reflection of our heart space. And that's why they're asking us to adjust that in the present moment here. They want you to know that this change is going to involve other people. And they're also saying that it's tackling some insecurity issues all at the same time as well. They're also indicating that if you've been in a partnership, that this partnership could really be one that has returned from a past life in some capacity. 6 months from now, what can they expect? Life and love. We have here harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. Number 3, and you have the 3 of Cups, all about abundance, all about the full spectrum of joy, celebrating with other people, and coming into harmony. So if we're starting with the frustration, if we're sitting here in the present with this 9 of Wands, and we feel like we've hit a bit of a wall in whatever our goals are, Spirit says, just rest for a moment, just surrender to what's going to be revealed to you, because the winter has come to an end. Number 16, permanent change, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcomes for you, pile 2. Positive outcomes. And you deserve those positive outcomes as well. From now, please, what can pile number 2 expect? We have here opportunity. There's no use looking for it. It's going to arrive at unexpected time. And dream. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. This aspect of abundance coming in for you in 6 months is all surrounding your dreams, your goals, your hopes, your visions, and how you don't even have to do anything to make them come true at this point. You just have to surrender and wait to see what's going to be revealed to you. And that contradicts what the ego is going to tell you. The ego is going to tell you to resist. The ego is going to tell you to worry, to get frustrated. And that's your opportunity from Spirit to say, you know what, I'm going to not listen to the ego, and I'm going to start the practice of focusing on abundance and just surrendering and see where that leads me. Even if you try that for like 30 days leading up here, just to see how that process of going inward and focusing inward on that heart space of abundance can really change your perspective in the day-to-day as you wait for this beautiful progress to be made. But you have opportunity that's coming. We have strength. Don't let weeds and thistles cultivate in your garden. And ultimately, the 9 of Wands, it is a strength card. It asks us to push against that frustration. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. 6 months from now, advice for pile 2. We have 1, 2, we have the 3, we have the Sun. The Sun is always a positive aspect here. We have a very strong emphasis on Taurus. We have a really strong emphasis on fire energy as well. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini is here as well. But we have the Sun reversed, we have the Hanged Man sideways, and we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups encompasses your goals, whatever makes your heart sing. You know, if your goals are towards family, commitment, abundance, this is all wrapped up in the 10 of Cups. And this Hanged Man is asking you to just relax into it. The delays that you're experiencing are not actual delays. They feel like delays, but everything's happening exactly as it's supposed to, and it's just a slight delay. So 6 months from now, the delay is over. You get the desires of your heart. We have here 2 L's. We have here trusting in your intuition. And I think about the frog as being in a process, you know, in a progress energy. They start as the tadpole, they move into the frog position. We do have honey cells that are being filled. So I do think about karmic relationships. I think about we reap what we sow. We have a wrench in our plans. We have the butts, and we have the electricity. And the electricity, the electric guitar is really speaking about singing our song. And if we have a wrench and we're always saying, you know, I'm confident, but I feel secure in myself, but then we're putting caveats and resistance on that energy. We do have the wrench as well when it comes to slow moving energy. So maybe you've been waiting for this news, maybe you've been waiting for this upgrade, and that's really made us feel frustrated. But Spirit says there's no delay. Everything's happening as it's supposed to. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. I'm praying for you. I would love for you to drop your comment below for a chance to win your free reading. Even if you have to come back, I would love to read for you. You can also check out my link for Etsy if you are called to a personal reading. But I hope that you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the red flower and to the universe, the world card, and this is your reading. What can you expect 6 months from now in life and love? The world is all about abundance. It's all about the full spectrum coming, all of your dreams coming into fruition, all of the risks that you have taken coming together to form your solution or to form your good outcome. This is abundance. It's like us coming to the end of a cycle that's been really powerful, or maybe a really long journey as well. It's just a really great card to have been drawn to. So let's take a look and see what can pile number 3 expect in 6 months from now, please, in life and in love. We have the Empress. And this Empress energy, it's like she's not a full person. She's missing her arm, she's missing her head. We do have the Star energy, and it wanted to flip into the reversal. So you may be going through a period of depression in this moment. And you may sort of feel like half of a person, or just like, it's like your experience so far has just left you feeling like there's a lack of things in your life, a lack of experiences, a lack of people, lack of support. And this has created a bit of an issue with depression or an issue with sadness. Maybe it's affected your health a little bit. I just got a message about somebody breaking their leg. So if that's obviously not going to be for everyone, but I just got this and it's like a bad break. Like maybe it's like in the long bone of, I'm not sure if it's like a bad break. So please take that as it resonates. They're just acknowledging that perhaps you've had some physical things that have happened lately that have contributed to some fractured feelings and just lack mindset, depression. You have here the 8 of Swords. And this is all contributed to sort of this feeling of like stuckness, insecurity, loneliness. And when we fixate on that, it's like we make it bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like we can really create huge waves out of a single drop of water. We also have the 6 of Cups coming in here. Back of the deck, we have the 5 of Coins, and we have the 10 of Swords. Now, sometimes the 5 of Coins can really be a reference to what we're lacking in life. And we may be really, really focused on what we're lacking in life. Maybe we have our heart set upon something, but we're transfixed upon some sort of loss in the present moment. And this could be in connection to a lot of different areas of your life. But Spirit says that one of the contributors to this loss is somebody from your past that was acting as a benchmark that we still think about. It's like it's contributing to this. It's like we want more information about that connection. We want more information about this person. And we're really overthinking when it comes to this too. So we have our heart fixated on some type of reunion or some type of movement. We have the Death energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. They're also talking now about some movement in the work realm and movement in abundance. And that's why they're asking for a redirection of focus now, so we can ground ourselves to the reality of our situation, so we can start making new plans towards our practical growth. And we have the Nine of Cups. Because they say that the focus that you're having on something from the past may be impeding some of that progress right now. And they want you to prepare for more abundance. But they also, as a part of that preparation, they need us to ground ourselves and be honest about attachments and about codependent energies that are impeding our progress right now. We have the Temperance. Back of the deck, we have the White Newman, which is a reference to the Divine Masculine. And we also have the Two of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, I feel like what you want to hear is that there's going to be some type of reunion for you in 6 months' time. But Spirit says, actually, that is going to be a distracted energy. This focus on the reunion is actually secondary to some of the movement that you see. I see some progress for you in the work realm. And I see offers coming in. And it's like you're on the fence about whether or not necessarily that you want to take the offer, but it's like your energy is so wrapped around one expectation, and again, some depression energy, that it's difficult for us to rebalance it. But what's interesting here is that the Ten of Swords is here, and then we have this Ace of Wands. The Ten of Swords is a release energy, and that's what Spirit is really speaking about for you, Pile 3, when it comes to 6 months from now. They see you moving on from something. They see you releasing something. And they may see you moving into a new type of focus. For some of you, this focus is going to be on new opportunities in the work realm. You may be actually moving in order to kind of take a job, or maybe it will lead to relocation ultimately. Because there's something happening in 6 months that's going to act as a distractant to what you have been focused on in the present, which has contributed to perhaps delays or depression or fear. We see a rebirth coming in for you. And this rebirth is really important because it's bringing in extra experiences, extra people into your life that are going to compete with some of the focus that you've been applying to someone from your past. They're also speaking about, again, this new movement. It's going to bring new people into your life. And some of these people are actually from past lives. So it's like you're going to have this recognition. You're going to feel deeply connected to these people. And this seems to lift your spirits. Like this seems to kind of reinvigorate you in some way, reinvigorate your soul. It helps to bring you back into balance. For some, this is going to be new friendships that are going to be formed because of new business opportunities or work opportunities. And in this moment, the frustration or the depression that you may be feeling, Spirit wants you to, again, just ground yourself. And they say that all you have to do is coast into the next chapter. You don't even have to really do much other than to try to adjust some of this mindset of the Eight of Swords, which is being fueled by looking backwards. And so we can stop that in its track by every time we feel our energy floating to the past, we can catch it and bring it right back to the center and say, okay, well, no, what about right now? What do I have to be grateful for in this moment? And if we do that on a consistent enough basis, that will become the habit of maintaining that focus in the present moment. That will become your habit. But this is a beautiful momentum because the release is bringing in so much more potential for you, and it's bringing in more connection for you. So relationships are forming. Some of these are going to start with friendships that could evolve into more ultimately. They're trying to show you that there's going to be clearance for growth. And for someone watching, I feel like you don't even want to release this expectation from someone from your past. It's like we're not even ready to release that yet. But Spirit says change is coming anyway, before we're even ready. And all we have to do is allow it, surrender to it. Don't resist the change that's coming. And the resistance will come in the form of all of those thoughts that are going to try to keep you in a mindset of loss. But Spirit says this next 6 months, in the 6 months from now, you're moving into a healing cycle that's bringing in abundance. That's bringing in movement and abundance. And I feel like it's moving someone closer towards a very impactful relationship with the Divine Masculine energy as well. Again, someone from your past life, maybe not this lifetime, but a past life that you're going to feel deeply connected to as well. The person that you're holding on to, or the energy that you may be holding on to that's contributing to the lack mindset or contributing to depression, that could have just been a twin flame or a prompt or trigger towards this new beginning, towards this release, because this is a strong release, but it's necessary in order to spark this, in order to spark the Ace of Wands, in order to get you moving. And we have all of these daisies, and always think of that rhyme, you know, he loves me not. because there's such uncertainty with what is fueling your focus right now with that connection. But that's the solution. This new beginning, this new perspective shift, this release is the solution to lighting you up again and to bringing you to the desires of your heart. There is a work connection here that I feel as well coming through. Like, I feel like there's going to be shifts in the work realm in 6 months' time as well, in abundance. Like, there's going to be favorable outcomes for you at work. And that could be sort of again, you're shifting gears, maybe you're changing careers, maybe you're leveling up, but you're forming new friendships, new connections, and some of them are going to deepen into even more. But the Nine of Pentacles is you avoiding all of the distractions to achieve what you want. And that's what the 6 months from now is going to bring in from you. It's going to bring in less distractions or solutions for the distractions that have been plaguing you, so that you can get to where you want to be, both financially in your work realm, but also practically in a sense of security within yourself, within relationships, within partnerships, within friendships. I feel you stabilized and less sad. Like, there's just a sadness or a hopelessness that may be sinking in, that's competing with the true nature of you. You could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and like, you're a gorgeous person, you're smart, you're creative, you have everything going for you that the other queens have encompassed in this card. And so they just want you're stepping into this power. You're revealing this aspect to yourself in 6 months from now. And it's coming in a lot of different forms for other people. But I do feel like there's a work shift for you that's going to improve relations. It's going to improve friendships, relationships, but it's coming with a release. And so you may gain a new perspective over some attachments from the past that are contributing to a depression or a sadness in this moment. But it's victory, it's solutions, it's abundance. I even feel like, again, there's travel or something for you, or movement. You could be going on a trip 6 months from now as well. What to expect in 6 months, please, for pile number 3. We have here intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. And that's your higher self that's trying to whisper positive aspects at you during times of struggle, trying to get you determined to focus on the practical steps that need to be taken towards your goals. We have here Enchanted Forest, Mystery, Magic, and Excitement. This came out in pile number 2, I believe. And this is all about facing the unknown and not being afraid to face the unknown in these big changes. Not being afraid to be vulnerable, because if we are fearful of that, it could suppress growth. And we have Jewel Within a Teardrop. It says appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection, number 10. And it's the totality of the 10s. You know, it says Jewel Within a Teardrop because sometimes there is sadness that brings new beginnings, and there's a bittersweet aspect to that. There's a bittersweet aspect to releasing that 10 of Swords, because it's hard, because we've transfixed our energy on it for so long. It's almost like an addiction. So there's such a beautiful celebration surrounding the victory, but it's still bittersweet because that attachment was so strong. But it's still a beautiful turn in the right direction, and they want us to know that. Six months from now, please. What will pile number 3 be experiencing in life and love? We have here realizations. Back of the deck, we have the communion of tender souls here on the back of the deck. And this is coming from the Into the Lonely Woods Oracle. So we're going to start with number 10. True communion comes in the moments where two who once felt strangers connect over the simple delight of the warmth that springs up between them. They're talking about a blessed communion, or a blessed event within partnership that's going to help transform you from insecurity into more. It's coming in the form of relationships. I feel like it could start as a friendship first, and then again deepen into something more. We also have here realizations. So often we're distracted. We churn through the day, too busy to see, to feel, to think. The soul starves within us, but in times of aloneness, we can come to moments of realization where we begin to understand so much more. So honor these moments. They want you to focus on the space between the isolation. Focus on the within space here with the realization card, because they're saying that the next 6 months specifically, and then leading to that sixth month point, they're saying that you're going to have a lot of revelations about those old attachments. And they're going to be perhaps difficult. They're going to test your strength a little bit. But it's also important because it's allowing the death cycle, allowing the release so that you can move into a positive new beginning and you can experience victory. You can experience abundance within your relationships, which are also going to transcend and to communicate to the other realms of your life, your job, your career. I'm sorry, your job and career are the same, your abundance, that they have to follow suit. So I just see a lot of abundance for you coming in 6 months' time. There is a work realm movement as well, but there's also connection to be expected. We have here Lion, Leo energy. This is testing your strength in the moment. It tests our strength to release. And especially this Ten of Swords energy, because we have everything transfixed upon it. We have endurance, though, with the camel, and they're letting you know that you have everything inside of you to succeed. We also have the dragon. I think of the divine masculine energy, and a soft spot. It's like I think of the scaly energy and hoarding onto something, holding on to our jewels. But Spirit says that true ascension is going to come when we release 6 months from now. And the results are going to be well worth that release as well. Actually, I'm going to pull one of these for you. Pile number 3, what to expect in 6 months. Surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole and dream. Have a cup of tea and a garden and find yourself in a good book. This also came out in pile number 2. There may be a message waiting for you there. There's this aspect about your dreams, your wishes, coming into fruition in surprising ways. So they may need minute adjustments when it comes to the specific details about who, what, when, where, and why. But they say that what you find in the unknown may surprise you, that your dreams are rapidly coming into fruition, but they're going to require minute adjustments because what you find down this rabbit hole is abundant, but it may surprise you. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. 6 months from now, please. We have the Hanged Man reversed, the Sun reversed. We also have the Page of Cups. The Sun in the reversal came out in the reversal, I think, in pile 2 as well. There may be a message waiting there, but there's slight delays in gratification here. And you may have fallen into a bit of a victim mentality when it comes to those delays. And it's easy for us to do that. Spirit's not wagging their finger at you. They're just acknowledging that it's easy for us to slip into despair when we experience delays in what we want. And sometimes our focus and what we really want may not be good for us, and we may have to make adjustments to that in order to move ourselves into an abundant outcome. But they're talking about new opportunities that are popping up for you in life and in love. They're talking about opportunities for growth and trusting your intuition when they pop up, because these are opportunities to supersede those attachments. There are new opportunities in love. Again, somebody from a past life perhaps returning to you, but maybe not from this lifetime. And it may start as friendship, but it may deepen into more connection. We have but. We have F and Z, and we have the 3 of Swords. There's this, and a C, a letter C. The 3 of Swords here is about deep heartbreak, disappointment, depression. But they want us to look at the Sun rune here and look at the Sun and stay focused on that abundance. We do have forever friends, so there's this feeling of like having a piece of the puzzle missing from us, but that's where the big detachment and release is important to move you into a new abundant cycle. We have the Wheel of Fortune because there are turns of events in your favor coming in 6 months, but you have to be the one to reach out and take it. And we have the heart space being affected, and we have the but as well. And I don't like the but because the word but is this caveat to everything. It's like, I'm sorry, but I love you, but I miss you, but Spirit doesn't want any hesitation. Pile number 3, that is what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading, even if you have to come back. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, but I hope you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.